Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Good morning, and I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Um, so yeah, I haven't even left bed yet, and I have like a ton of thoughts going through my head, and I want to share. Um, so the dominant thought, or the reoccurring theme that's going on with me right now is the topic of broken people. And since it's Merry Christmas Eve, um, and the whole point of Christmas is about Jesus' life, and he loves broken people. That's what's been going on in my head this morning. And so, in my family, we have a tradition of opening up presents on Christmas Eve. Usually it's at night, like right before we go to bed. Like we wait till later on, so. And this is my life, so I kind of do things whenever I want. Because I have such little time to do things whenever I want, so whenever I have that time, it's about me. I'm kind of selfish in that moment. So, basically, I have to focus on myself, and so I'm going to open myself up as a metaphorical Christmas Eve present, is basically what I've been trying to say. And tie it in with Jesus Christ and broken people and the Christmas spirit, and kind of bring in my 12-year-old mindset to the picture too. Because my childhood has a lot to do with, like my thoughts this morning too. So my life, I was born into a pretty broken life, is what I found out 38 years later. And the thing that I cannot deny is that Jesus wants me for a sunbeam, a sunbeam, a sunbeam. And just imagine me 5 years old screaming that at the top of my lungs, because that's what we do when we're in a strict religion, Christian religion growing up. So, anyways, I know I'm like all over the place with these ideas, and I'm sorry. Welcome to Broken People. I am a broken person. However, I learned through my faith growing up, and thank you very much, that Jesus also means healing. And the healing process is one that you're supposed to go into with joy and love and, every which way that, you want the golden rule applied to you through the healing process. So do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Some of us missed that chapter, like me. I I have healed with different attitudes from different instances of being broken in my life, whether it's from childhood to my adult life. But the one that works the best, and there's many different ways people do go through a healing process, may not even know that they're going through a healing process because they're going through they just gone through a traumatic experience, and it's really hard to understand anything, and the best way to get through it is surrounding yourself with loving people who have your best interest at heart. That's the only thing I can say about traumatic experiences. I've had both sides of the coin, and I gravitate to when I'm on the side of the coin where I don't have loving people around me. I get lost. I go find a way to be alone and be in a safe place where I know that the only people in that spot is the people, probably just me because I'm alone, but everyone in that safe spot loves me no matter what. And that's what I've learned when I think about and I learn about his practices is what Jesus Christ meant. Is there's so many different choices in life, and there's so many different experiences, and our prejudgments of each of those experiences don't necessarily come with us getting hurt or broken, and thank God about that, or else we probably wouldn't live our lives. And where Jesus comes into play with my understanding growing up and living my life is that we're allowed to heal. We're allowed to do what we want. We're allowed to make mistakes. We're allowed to give up those mistakes. We're allowed to make the choice to prove somebody wrong about something that they think they see in us. Maybe they see it for something that has nothing to do with our existence. But they have that choice as well as we have the choice to say, not me. I'm sorry you see me that way. Maybe in my past I've been that way, or maybe in the future, I have no idea. But as you know me here and now, I'm here to only do good. I bring up these serious topics because I pay attention to the climate of the world, and I live life the way I want, the world to change, and I adjust myself according to align with the beliefs that I think are good. And sometimes I fault at them, and then I have to adjust, and I have to ask for forgiveness and the whole 9 yards. But the thing is it's never wrong to be broken. And it's never wrong to heal. And the healing process is never, I don't know if never, I don't want to be that dramatic, but it's usually not what you think it is unless you've been through it a ton of times. However, I open up maybe a little too much, I don't know, hopefully not. But I open up with the intent that we all may appear to have perfect lives to each other when we don't know what's going on. And the past couple days I had some smashing good fun that I've had to focus on myself and realize I'm attracting broken people to my life. And maybe I'm not paying attention to something that's broken inside me, but I know through the many, many trials and errors, and I don't know why I'm still going through this, that my belief, regardless of when I believed in God or not, but my belief now is that what Jesus means to me is that we have free will to choose to make our lives better. Are we going to do it? That's the question that God seems to be like, what's wrong with you humans? And I get it, God, but at the same time, I'm human. I don't quite understand why I've been broken so many times in my life. However, I have the key to healing, and that's all about belief and aligning with it. So, what works for me doesn't always work for everyone. And what works for everyone doesn't always work for me. And that's what I've learned about my life and what God has wanted me to see through, through these broken people gravitating into my life. I don't know if I'm attracting them. I don't know if God's like, here, Tracy, we love how you react to this one. Please. Give it your best. We'll bless you in the end. So that's what I know about me and willing to share. And with the Christ-like mindset is that no matter what you do in life, if you learn to love yourself with all the feelings and emotions and benefits and disbenefits or whatever, if you love yourself through all that process, is you'll learn to love people through their processes, even if you don't understand them. There's a lot of people I don't understand, but giving them the benefit of the doubt, especially if you're not attached to them because you really don't know what's going on or why they say what they say or, you know, how they do what they do, or you could lose yourself into something that you really don't need to. But if you know how to love yourself, you have the inner guidance that will always be aligned to tell you what you need to do in any given situation and remind you of God's given rights to you. Is that you have choice. And you have the choice to love yourself no matter what happens to you, thick and thin, best or worst. Anyways, Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you guys enjoyed my ramblings and it makes sense, and you know, I know everyone relates because everyone breaks and everybody's trying to figure out life for themselves. So congratulate every time you feel better, however you did it, because only God knows, and the only one who will ever really understand you besides yourself. So love you guys, and Merry Christmas Eve.